video is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. The one and only ape father in the house. Wow! So, just a reminder, I've been making videos about this, and I'm not going to stop making videos about this because I have the answer for the MOASS. I got it. All we have to do is switch to Fidelity. That's it. Listen to me. There's only 513 real shares, 513 million real AMC shares. So don't you understand the simple logic? If you switch to Fidelity, and let's say enough apes switch to Fidelity, where now there's 513 million shares on Fidelity, then more and more apes keep switching to Fidelity. What do you think is going to happen? At some point, they're going to say, there's no more shares left. Don't you understand that? Don't you get it? It's so simple. My daughter understands it. I mean, it's so simple to understand. There's 513 real shares, million shares, 513 million shares. Okay, so once we transfer all of the 513 million shares to Fidelity, everything else is synthetic and fake. Whatever you want to call it, credits. That's it. Okay, and let me tell you something. That's going to cause the MOASS because it's either going to be A or it's going to be B. There's either going to be a forced margin call because we're going to have so many people buying on Fidelity. That's real buying pressure. We're going to bring this AMC stock because now if every ape is buying on Fidelity, we're going to go to 70, 80, 90, 100. We're going to have a forced margin call. Okay, for Citadel. And then there's going to be MOASS time, baby. Or the next thing, what's the next thing? Think about it. Is that they are now going to have to prove, okay, to the SEC, this is something that Gary Gensler cannot ignore. Why are there so many fake shares? Why are there so many fakes in that? Because think about it. Listen to me very carefully, and I just want you to have an open mind. I want you to take everything out of your head and listen to this. It's so much, this is like common sense. It's common sense. Imagine if there's 513 million shares on AMC that was transferred over from apes, let's say from Robinhood, from Webull to Fidelity. But now let's say there's still a ton of apes that still are on Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade. What's going to happen now is once it goes over the 513 million shares, there's going to be no more shares. They can't transfer it over. So now Fidelity is going to be questioning Robinhood. They're going to be questioning TD Ameritrade. They're going to be questioning E-Trade. They're going to be questioning Webull. They're going to say, listen, I have an outstanding order that's being transferred to 500 shares. Where's the shares? They're going to be panicking. They're like, I don't know. They're not going to know what to say because they're not going to be able to find the shares because they don't exist. And then you imagine Fidelity says, well, now I have another 1,000 shares that's not accounted for. I got another 2,000 shares that's not accounted for. And it keeps adding and adding up, building up like a damn mountain, like Mount Everest. Okay, so what's going to happen now? There's millions, possibly billions of unaccounted for shares. You think Gary Gensler can ignore that? Of course not, because that's called evidence. That's called real proof. And now Gary Gensler is going to have to go to Robinhood, Webull, TD Ameritrade, okay, E-Trade, or whoever has been issuing these fake shares, these credits, whatever you want to call them, okay? And he's going to have to say, what's going on here? Something does not smell, something's rotten in Denmark, right? Something don't smell good to me. All right, that's it. So why don't everyone listen to the Ape Father? Switch to Fidelity, okay? Use the Active Trader Pro, buy on Fidelity. We're going to have real buying pressure that's going directly to the lit market, directly to the New York Stock Exchange, directly to AMC. We're going to bring the stock up. We're going to cause a forced margin call, and we're going to locate what the real shares are and what the fake shares are. And I got news for you guys. You know the ones who don't like the Ape Father? You might own fake shares. Did you ever think about that? You're on TD Ameritrade. You got 1,000 shares. You're dancing like, ooh, I'm going to be rich. You have fake shares. There's a possibility. And the only way you're going to know for a fact is if you transfer it to Fidelity. You know what? I got apes emailing me right now telling me, Ape Father, I'm waiting a week. They can't transfer my shares. I had 1,000 shares. They're only transferring 500. They're having trouble transferring the other 500 shares because they don't exist.
Now listen, in the very beginning, you know, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, all these platforms, they might be able to play the game a little while. Like they might be able to locate certain shares, buy them, and kind of like play the game where they're disguising the scams that's going on here, okay? But at some point, if enough apes switch to Fidelity, they won't be able to pretend anymore because they're going to get caught with their pants down. You understand? Ooh, pants down. Ooh, I said a pants down. Ooh, I bet a pants down. Say Fidelity. Fidelity. Tell them. Switch to Fidelity. Let's do it. Let's start the MOASS. AMC to Pluto.